is good, my people, my peeps? What is good? How are you guys doing today? I'm back at it. I told you, I believe, like I know, let me not say like I believe, like I know, one of my missions, just one of many here, is to help you understand spiritual warfare. Battling demons. Yeah. Battling demons, warriors, and overcomers. That is the title of this live stream. Battling demons, warriors, and overcomers. Okay? And I wanted to come to you guys today and talk to you guys about this topic because that's been my experience. So, with it being my experience, I think it's best for me to, get in here and jump in here and help you. Now, I know a lot of carnal people, even carnal people who are believers, they're still carnal, right? And you might say, what do you mean by they're still carnal? What do I mean by believers being carnal, whether they are Hebrew Israelites who have awakened to the faith, to whom they are, not necessarily the faith, to whom they are as far as their nation, right? And they believe. They believe in. They are the people. They are the chosen ones, the children of the Almighty Yah. And then there are people who are still in the so-called churches, right? And they worship. And my story. I told you, when I ran to the churches I knew at first, they worship. They say they know about Yah and Yahushua. And right now, Yah and Yahushua are in the spiritual realm, but they couldn't and they did not, in my opinion, relate to demons. Okay? So they have a carnal mind. They are still, their mind frame is still in the carnal, it's still in the matrix, it's still in the program. Okay? So that's what I'm saying when I say you have believers, but their mind is carnal when it comes to demons and battling demons. And then you have, and this is one thing I didn't like about church folks. And you see this happening in the nation of Israel too, the ones that are awakening, the judgmental part, you know. you know what I mean? Oh, well, if you don't know, those people, sometimes those people, not even in the church. Let me give you another for instance. Those people who hung out with you, was chilling with you on the job. Y'all was at the same level on the job, right? Interns, just getting in there. But once you got in, your friend then elevated and they got a little more knowledge and so they made them shift leader. Okay? So you and your friends, y'all started out the same level, same rank. But now your friend has elevated, and that they acting funny. It's not the fact that they're doing their job, which that's what they got hired to do, and that's what your motivation is to do, is to elevate. Or well, I would hope so, because some people like to stay stagnant, right? In everything that they do in life. But you're not mad about them elevating, being promoted, because that is your goal too. The thing of it is, once your friends start at the same level, start at the bottom, and now they've moved up a step, shift leader, but they're acting funny. They're acting brand new. That's what we used to. That was back in my day. They're acting brand new. Like they stuff don't stink. They're acting brand spanking new. Not just doing their job, but now it becomes a air about them. How they talk down to you now. Want to always put you on Front Street. Say you made a mistake on something. They want to put you on Front Street in front of the other team members, right? They done elevated, but they got the big head. Okay, it ain't even about the job and if it's not done right, if it's done good or not. It's about they think they are on this level, and you now are beneath them in all aspects. Okay, that's how church folks do, and that's how some of these believers are the children of Yah. And I say believers because they believe in Yah. Okay, they believe they are the children of Yah. And so, well, I got new neighbors. Let me get into this real quick before I go in here. And so they got the big head, you know. Church people once were lost, right? The lost sheep once was lost, but now they're found. They've made it to the church, and now you got the first lady, bougie as I don't know what, just bougie, because she married to the pastor. You know, she the pastor's wife, so she bougie, nose up in the air. And then you got the you know, the usher board members. They bougie. I said sit here. Where I point, that's where you sit. You over here. Bougie. Just the power goes to their head, right? They forget from whence they came, right? Mm-hmm. That's church people. And that is people in Israel too. They forget from whence they came. Bougie. All of that now. Think they can't associate with the people coming through the doors, with the people rubbing their eyes. Saying, oh my, this is the matrix. But then you got bougie folks that done woke up in the matrix long before you did. And they want to judge, unrighteously judge, or bougily put you down because you don't know as much as they know in this matrix, right? Put you down because now they think that they are ready wearing their white robe. And the translation for the white robe is their spiritual body. That's the new white robe. You know those old spiritual Negro hymnals used to talk about. Putting on the new garment. Your spiritual body. They already think that they're wearing their spiritual garment with their crown already on their head. But these people in the matrix got their crown cocked to the side because they think they all that. And so they look down on people who are just waking up, right? People who have been in this matrix and have come down here. And I told you guys this in my last broadcast, that you have a mission. Like I have a mission. But I didn't know my mission and AKA my purpose because I was dry bones. I was asleep. Okay? I was still Neo in the pod. Okay? The pod had not opened its shell, and I had not pulled out all of the tubes yet. I was still the battery for the matrix. Dry bones. But once I awoke to the matrix, only by force, not by choice, by the Most High awakening me to the matrix And the evil here within the matrix, battling demons. Let me tell you something about sports. I don't know too much about sports, so I won't get too deep in it. But I'm going to give you a scenario. Sports. Sometimes a coach that sees potential in a young, upcoming athlete will hone in on that particular person, right? They'll hone in and they'll be like, come here, JT. Come, let me talk to you for a minute. After practice, I'm going to need you to go and do some, what they call in basketball. You sprint down and come back. You run down, touch the line, come back. I need you to do about 20 of those after practice today and the rest of this week. And so JT, hold on. Okay. Don't have me do it. Not in front of my house, because I'll be in all rights to rat-a-tat-tat you. JT is confused. JT was just talking to his teammates, right? JT was just talking to his teammates, having a good time. Practice is over. That was a good practice, dapping them up. Good practice. Still unaware of his potential. Teammates might know it, but they, some of them might not say anything to him. They know he's the strongest, the one that can jump the highest, that be slam dunking the balls, good, great teammate, pass the ball, not a ball hog. But they ain't giving him his props right off the rip. But the coach has noticed JT and his potential, other than his natural born gifts. He sees that deep down potential, that light that shines within you, right? He sees JT. So he tells JT he got to do these sprints. I forget what they call them. I was in basketball for a hot second. So he says, not only that, the coach tells JT, you going to do these sprints every day after class, okay? After, practice is over for the rest of this week. And then come back and I'm going to talk to you again next Friday. So coach walks away, no explanation, no reasoning to JT. JT is confused, and he sees coach walking away. But coach, what, did I do something wrong? What did I do? We just had great practice. JT is confused. He is in turmoil in his mind, battling. This is an analogy, y'all. I hope y'all following. JT is having turmoil in his mind because he can't understand that did he offend the coach in some way, some form. He did not offend the coach. And the coach did not answer JT. Just do what I say is all the coach said. Do what I say. So JT is nervous inside, uneasy, but he does it. The extra practices, the extra sprints, down and up and down the court. But in his mind, he's having this turmoil, these battles, because he doesn't know. Why? Why is coach picking on me? Right? The title of this broadcast today is Battling Demons, Warriors, and Overcomers. JT is being trained up. JT is being polished. Just like the Most High, Yah, is training you up, training me up, polishing me, refining me, refining you. And so my battle that I openly have stated to you, there will never be any shame in that. You see, because where I was at the beginning of my awakening, to where I am now, it is millennia apart from each other. Millennia apart. Now I understand why I went through what I went through in the beginning. Why I was like JT asking Coach, did I do something wrong? What did I do wrong? See, I'm not going to be like the Israelites that have awakened and know who I am as a child of the Most High Yah, and put you down, make you feel less than. That is not my mission here. I'm here to help you, to guide you into your refinement. You see, sometimes the Most High Yah does not allow people to elevate and to move forward with certain things in life because they're not ready for them. Do you understand? And some people, as a test of Yah, to give you and to show you testimonies, He lets you see people who He has blessed and given blessings to that were undeserving of those blessings. And He lets you witness how these people treat other people. So that way, you can have contrast to make sound decisions when it comes to judging a situation. So, with my confusion in the beginning of battling demons, and it's so much to that level that I will touch upon, into where I am millennia away from where I used to be, I will never downplay your struggle. For you see, we are spiritual beings in meat suits, our avatar. But these battles that we have, these battles that we're having in this realm, are your training ground. You're being trained up. And if you have gone through what I have gone through and actually witnessed the supernatural aspect, not the carnal, but the supernatural aspects, then you may just be a warrior. Because, see, your eyes have been opened to levels others have not. But that does not make you, or should not make you, be, how do I want to say it, downgrade or talk down to the ones who are awakening and still are in the battlefield. Now, I tell you, these so-called righteous, so righteous in their minds, these church people and some of these Israelites, they don't realize that the Most High Yah sent Yahushua down here. And amongst the people that walked with him, demons flowed throughout his camp. The devil jumped in his best man, Peter, the right-hand man, talked through Peter's very own mouth. And Yahushua had to rebuke Peter. Get thee behind me, Satan. For you see, the discernment that was on Yahushua, you know him as Jesus, was so great. He knew who was talking to him. Although his friend, his colleague, his disciple, his apostle was standing right there in front of him, visually, carnally, in the flesh. But spiritually, Yahushua said, get thee behind me, Satan, because he can see in the spirit, you see. But did he cast Peter aside? No. He told all of those disciples what they would do to him in the end time. Oh, you're gonna forsake my name 3 times. You're gonna do this. You're gonna betray me. Mary Magdalene, right beside Yahushua, the one he revealed himself to when he arose again, before he even got his spiritual body. Mary, don't touch me. I have yet to go to see the Father. But go tell the disciples, I have risen. A woman who he delivered 7 demons out of. And she walked beside him. He told her secrets that those disciples, I told you, gave you a little hint in my first broadcast talking about what I've learned about battling demons, that his disciples were jealous of Mary. Where do you read that from? Because I study. He told a woman who was demon-riddled, go tell the disciples, I've risen. Her own sister. Why is 2 Marys, right? Why is Mary beside you on your feet, Yahushua, studying, learning from you? Shouldn't she be in the kitchen cooking up some victuals with me? A woman who had demons that he delivered her from, sitting right beside, learning right along with the disciples. Her sister, Mary Magdalene. What's the other Mary's name? I can't remember. But it's 2 Marys. I can't remember. Mary Martha. Why she's not in the kitchen cooking these victuals with me, but in here beside you, learning? You see, you have these righteous who exalt themselves to glory when they have yet to be judged. for their glory and be given that honor by the Most High Yah. They have given it to themselves. So they exalt themselves here because they have awakened before you. They are these Christian people in church who have exalted themselves. They have put on their glory in a dying realm. Battling demons. You should be so honored to battle them. You should be so honored to come through that battle. What? That's ludicrous, Nicole. E for you all. Ethereal? That's ludicrous. Why should I be honored to battle these demons? Why should I be so honored to know when a demon is speaking through me and my friend is standing right there? Why should I be honored to have that type of discernment? Why should I be like Paul, who cried out for Yah to deliver him from the thorn in his side? That many Bible scholars have testified to, that Paul was dealing with a demon, a thorn in his side, that Yah would not relinquish from him. It kept him on the straight and narrow. Why should I be so honored to go through that? Warrior. That's why. Warrior. Ones who have been strung out. Do you remember New Jack City? Do you remember that scene when Pookie, I think his name was, the drug head, the druggie, lips white, when the officer, Ice Cube, saw him again in the alley, broke down, ragged. Ice Cube was talking to a demon and didn't realize it. And he said to him, Pookie, the drug head, if that's his name, it keeps calling me. I want to give it up. It keeps calling me. The demon of drugs that he had opened his vessel up to. We all used to laugh at that scene. He played it so well. But as you get older, you realize, damn, that's what it truly means for alcoholism, for drug abuse. That demon has a hold on those people. It keeps calling me. That's battling with a demon. And some people can have multiple layers of these demons, alcohol and drugs, stacked right on. And then on top of that, sexual addiction is nothing but a demon. You're battling. So when you get these righteous, exalted ones, whether they be in the church or whether they be the awakened Israelites, and think that the people that surround them should be as white as snow, pure as the newly fallen snow in this realm, run. Run from those people. They have demons that they're fighting that they would never acknowledge or cannot even recognize. For someone who has had an addiction, a demon, a battle, and have overcome that battle, warrior, warrior, you see. For someone such as me, who has actually seen demonic activity, heard demonic activity, battled demonic activity, supernatural demonic activity. For you ones who are not awake, for you ones who are carnal, you would call it ghost, poltergeist. For you not to understand that it is demonic. Warrior is the next level that you have become once you overcome. Now, I have told you that I still battle these demons because the reasoning, the reasoning that you may still battle them, not because I render myself to doing anything that would cause a open sin to open a door. You can sin unaware, you know, not, you think it's a white lie. Back in the day, tell them I'm not home. Somebody call on the phone. You know, a little white lie. Sins, open doors, cracks. Not that you have done open sin, right? Just blatant sin. But that thorn in your side, like Paul, that thorn in your side is to keep you in line, on track. Warrior. To go out and recognize and recruit other warriors. And some people, these, you know, the ones who I think that they are so righteous, you know, they've already put on their glory in their mind alone. We say, oh no, stay amongst people who have no demons, no sin. How do they know? How do they know what people do in their four walls of their homes, apartments? They don't. I tell you, I have battled, and I am here to let you know about my battle. To let you know that I still battle because they tried to take down the strongest of us, warriors. The ones who are being gang stalked, for real, up and down the byways and highways, around the block in your neighborhood. The true warriors. The ones that they are trying to get out of this realm because there's a real fight coming. So these little battles that we're in, it's like training in any military camp. They do not recruit soldiers, generals, leaders, and sit back and go eat brownies and cupcakes, donuts, eat chips. Once you have been recruited, once you have been called, it is training. You may get a rest every now and again, but it is constant training. So that thorn, aka that demon that you battle, is because you are a warrior that they are trying to take out, and the Most High is trying to build up. You remember JT on that basketball court? Because his coach saw what was in him. Yah knows who you are and what is in you. Warrior. People think when you say demon that you might be somehow corrupt, somehow filthy, somehow something that you have done. Now, I spoke on this the other day. Do you all recall a story in the Bible when Yahushua and the disciples were traveling and they came across a father who approached them and said to them, "Please help me. Please help me for my son. There's a demon who is in my son, causing my son to cast himself into the fire and then throw himself into the water. And back and forth, this demon is tormenting my son. Please, I've heard you do miracles. Please, deliver my son from this demon." Y'all remember that story? One of many in those scriptures. Yahushua had a crew. The disciples was right there with him. The man asked Yahushua, because Yahushua was standing right there. He came down here equipped, for he already knew his mission. But he got crew members, homeboys, his brethren, right there. And he's training them up. Something we did with children, teaching them in daycare, modeling, showing you how to do it so that you will be able to do it. Father begging, "Please deliver my son from this demon." The disciples, Yahushua, what did the little boy do? They asked Yahushua, what did the little boy do? Why is the little boy afflicted with this demon? Yahushua, it is not necessarily that the little boy did anything. There are so many reasonings to why people are afflicted, to why people are battling demons. For the sins of their parents, generational curses. But you will have people who think they are above reproach, who think because they have gained status in their churches, are awakened before you did as Israel, that they are exalted. And they are passing judgments. Oh, don't be around that person. They have demons. Don't. We are exalted. The disciples were like, oh, because they thought for the little boy to be afflicted, he had to have done something himself. No. Yahushua delivered the little boy from the demon that afflicted him. Modeling, showing, telling his homeboy, his ox, you're going to do this. I will not be amongst you for very long. Training. You're going to do this. Cast out. Do what I do. As a matter of fact, once I'm gone, you're going to accomplish greater things than what I have done here. They heard him. You overcoming your battle with the demonic stronghold that is upon you. You're overcoming the demonic attacks, the spiritual warfare that has had you bound, released, and you are now a warrior status, but you are still in this realm battling. But you're not at that level when it first hit you. You're not at the beginning stages anymore. Everything is about progression and change and movement. Those disciples was given the task of casting out a demon. The scriptures that they getting ready to take out the Bible, I think they've taken it out of, I think it's in Matthew, I want to say. Don't quote me. Look it up. The disciples were put to the test. It's their turn to cast out demons. They could not do it. In a sense, they were almost, because they were amongst what the Yahushua, because he's full of glory and miracles. It's almost as if they were like these exalted ones, because they know something. They're in the know. They're hanging with the homeboy, the top dog. They have a sense of being exalted. But Yahushua told them that they were going to be casting out demons. But when push came to shove, when it came down to a show and tell, these disciples could not cast out a demon, and they were confused. They were still in training, but they didn't have the faith. That's right, the faith. I go back to Yahushua. I thought you said we can cast out demons. But there's different levels to different demons. And they weren't strong enough in their faith and knowledge of these entities. So me coming to you, letting you know what I've seen, what I've battled with, how I've overcome, is giving you the knowledge and understanding to know, and if you ever have to be called to someone's house, to stand strong and true and fearless. And Yahushua told these disciples, this demon, because he can see in the spiritual realm, this one, oh, I see why you had problems with this demon. There's different levels to these demons. While so many people are still carnal-minded, they can feel the wind blow on their skin. They can see how the wind is tearing up China, how the wind is blowing, tearing up Dubai as we speak, how the wind has come through Oklahoma and ripped Oklahoma apart. Y'all seen the video. They can see, they can feel the wind. Cannot see it, but cannot understand or differentiate from the spiritual realm from whence they can't see, but is powerful as the wind. Because they're carnal. Their minds are at a certain level. Yahushua looked at these demon within this person. Oh, well, so this demon, this is a strong demon. And this one can only come out by fasting and by prayer. That's the only way this one coming out there. Putting your hand on it, be gone, your words. Some demons just looking at you, chuckling, rocking. Mm-mm. Think it's a game. They look at you like you the joke. But they recognize when true warriors step on the scene. They recognize true warriors who have beat their tails, who have beat their partners' tails, who have ran them out of houses like I. Okay? They recognize true warriors. Oh, you don't think so? You must have forgot the other story about the man from the village who was so riddled with thousands upon thousands of demons upon thousands, so strong the village people would take him to the mountainside and chain him. Yahushua and the group of boys, homeboys, then rolled up on this madman on the mountainside, chained, bound, riddled with demons. But a true warrior, like Yahushua, who has battled these demons, they know who they messing with. And they know who not to mess with. Walked upon the scene, and the demons hollered out. They see you, and if you recognize these demons, you see them. Those demons holler out, oh, it's not our time. What are you doing here? Yahweh says, shut up. But it's not our time. Shut up. You talk to them demons like that. Shut up. What is your name? He knew who these demons were. The head honcho, hiding behind the midst of all the demons, steps forward. I am Legion, for we are many. Y'all remember that story? Yeah. How yeah, I know who you are. Now I'm not to cast you. Oh, no, wait. Oh, but I thought you was bad. I thought you was Legion. Demons of many. I'm about to cast you back to the shield. Please, it's not our time. We still have time here. Please cast us into the pigs. Because Yahushua recognized them, and they recognized him. And they knew who they was messing with was the one who came from whence they came, and who they had knew. A true warrior. And so they chose those pigs and ran those pigs smooth off the cliff into the doggone ocean. Because the pigs, the dirtiest thing walking, and it's a creature of the Most High Yah, but it's here to clean this earth. It's the garbage can. It's your Roman vacuums. You know those little vacuums that people have in their houses, those robot vacuums on the ground, just keep going, eating and cleaning. Those are what pigs are for. So are we talking about demons or trying to avoid the conversation? That makes no sense. Follow along. Rewind. Go back to start. Go back to 1. Yahushua cast some demons smooth into those pigs, those nasty pigs that clean the earth. that don't even sweat, so all of their impurities don't even come out of their pores because they don't have any. They're just a factory of mm, but they're built that way. Them nasty pigs didn't even want them demons in them, made them pigs go crazy and launched themselves off the cliff into the ocean. But y'all got folks that, these Christian folks, think they just all of that. Can y'all hear? Can y'all hear the Yeah, I see. Them Christian folks, think they all that. Those ones that exalt themselves, the ones that have awakened, Yahweh, Israel, the ones that have awakened, as if they have their glory on already. Mm-hmm. Well, have you not even helped anyone who is riddled with demons? Because you should not be around those people. Well, what the hell are you here for? We are here for a battle. We are here for a end time battle. Must I give you a hint of what the name of the battle is called? Do you know? Armageddon? Come closer. Armageddon? Yes, come a little closer. Armageddon! You better get trained up now. Mm-hmm. You better be able to recognize these demons now. You better be a warrior now. Oh, but some people play. Some people act like they know, but have been through the trials and tribulations. And that might not even be their walk. They might not be a warrior. You see? There's levels to everything. And I tell you, the toughest battles, the toughest walks go to the toughest folks, the toughest spirits, warrior class. So if you ain't been through no hard battles, you ain't battled no demons, you might not be in warrior class. But it's okay, because everybody ain't supposed to be a warrior. Half of y'all asses will fall out. You see, or deal with one of these doggone demons. Or you can fake the funk and think you can mess around with these demons and be smooth like those Pharisees, like the ones, the fake prophets who thought they could deal with demons because they was faking the funk. Y'all remember that story? Because we are talking about demons. I'm going to get to your comment. Because we are talking about demons and battling and being a warrior and overcoming. I haven't got to the overcome yet. But it was some fake prophets. Y'all remember that story? Acting like they was hard. Have you ever been with people? Act like they tough. Got more mouth than a little bit. Them yapping little dogs just got mouth. Just all they got. Talk more noise than a little bit. But when push comes to shove, they won't bust a grape in a fruit fight. They'll leave you hanging high and dry. If I'm with a group of people, and I've always been this way, if it was my girls,
I ain't the one for all that talking. How these young girls and all how they be acting out here, it's acting a fool. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. I'm not the one for all that talking. Oh, my lights out. Hold on. I'm not the one for doing all that talking. No. But I'm not gonna leave who I rode with hanging dry, or just hanging, blowing in the wind, getting dealt with. But a lot of you will, because you're not warrior class. So I turned the doggone lights on. You're not warrior class. You be in the back of the club. You be in the back of the party. At first you was in the front of the party doing all this yapping, but when the stuff break loose and the fists start to fly, you're behind in the back of the club and at the back of the party. You probably the one started all the drama, got everybody in the uproar, but you done took your behind to the back of the club. Those false prophets in the Bible, the ones that was faking like they could handle some demons. Now they probably came across some lightweight demons. The ones, be gone in Yahweh's name. Get gone. There's levels to these doggone demons. They probably handled some lightweight ones. But when they came across these demons and they went in the house to battle these doggone demons, they came out. The story goes, they came out running. Yep, running. Butt, booty, naked. The demons had ripped their clothes off of them and dealt with them quite well. So while you think, just because you might not see them, some people can see them too. Just because you can't see them or you don't really think that they exist because you have your own little myths that you're dealing with here. You think it's all of it. I won't even go down that road, but because you can't see it, because you haven't, that battle is not yours, because that is not your lane. Those false prophets went in the house and got dealt with. Those demons tore them and ripped their clothes and tore their skin. When they said they tore them, meaning the demons will. Just because you can't see them don't mean they can't hurt your physical vessel. Okay? They went running smooth out. Not warrior class. Pretenders. So, I say this to get you prepared. You have battled demons or you're battling them. You won certain battles, but you have been recruited. And this recruitment you signed long before you even got here, just to give you heads up. You just forgot. Now you're a warrior status, but you're always in training. Always. I would not want to have an army under my command that thought just because they won one battle And I, as the commander in chief, or the general, because the warriors and soldiers under me won one battle, we good, we Gucci, we good to go. But yet and still, I know coming down the line, there is a battle that is about to be like no other battle you have ever seen before and will never see again. Well, maybe one more time after the millennium reign is up. Just one more time. But they're going to get defeated then, too. You see, I would want to be the type of general, the type of commander in chief, the type of coach, like the scenario I gave you earlier. I would want to be the type of coach to tell JT after practice, you done got tired with your teammates, but I need you to do those extra sprints. And I need you to do that the rest of the week and report back to me. I want to be the type of commander, coach, leader to inspire you to keep on top of your game. Understand the battle plan. Understand your purpose. And understand just because you overcame that one battle does not mean you're not going to have many more. And you will have many more because you're getting ready for the ultimate battle, the ultimate war, Armageddon. And this is not for the weary. This is for the warrior status, the elite. And then we're going to talk about overcoming. I was going to ask you a question about some demons I've met in my dreams, but wasn't sure if you wanted to avoid talking about such things. Oh, yeah, you can tell me about your demons in your dreams. So, now that you know from many stories you may have heard of, may not have heard of in the biblical text of the young boy and the disciples saying, "Why does this young boy have demons? What did he do?" He didn't do nothing. It might be the sins of the parents falling down on this young boy. It's many lessons to why, right? Then you heard the story of Yahushua telling the disciples, "Get ready. You're going to battle these demons too." But they probably just like some of the exalted ones, just because they're hanging around someone who already knows his purpose. They think that they're okay. They think they have it all, and they couldn't cast out a demon because they didn't know the different levels. And so Yahweh had to teach them again. There's different levels, and this one doesn't come out but by fasting and prayer. And then these doggone disciples see some false prophets, some false disciples talking about they gonna go and cast out demons and got smooth dealt with, tore up physically, and their clothes ripped from their bodies. Got them so scared they probably thought they was in the Poltergeist movie going. They thought they probably was in the Poltergeist movie going down. They probably was like they probably get your camera off me, sis. They probably was like the Catholic priests. They probably had some holy water and the cross sprinkle in it. get that sprinkling it. Them dang on demons smooth dealt with them because they weren't in the warrior class. They wasn't ready. And I also told you the story of they recognize you once you become a warrior. Just like they recognize Yahushua as soon as he stepped on the scene. What's going on? I heard that somebody is causing a ruckus in your town. Where is this person at? Oh, he is on the hill, bound and chained, because he has the strength of many men. And he is a terror. We had to chain him. It's so dark. I should have my little light in here, but I don't. We have to chain him. He's a terror. He's so strong. Where is he at? Yahushua steps on the scene because he knows he's a warrior. He has defeated these things before. They recognize him as soon as he says, "Oh, wait! What are you doing here? The Son of the Most High, Yah. It is not our time." So you warriors, they're going to recognize you. And once you've defeated those levels, you're going to recognize them and be able to defeat them. So unless you want to be here playing, get ready to go in this house. These folks like, you ain't in lockdown yet, sis. We have to come out here and get our cameras and come out and look at you. You ain't in that house in lockdown where all of our cameras can see you. So unless you want to be here in this realm, playing, exalting yourself above all because you've woken up earlier than others, because you are in the church and you think you have some kind of position, but will get dealt with when all of this starts to truly dim. When more evil is led into this realm more and more abundantly, and it's speeding up just like time is speeding up, you'll be dealt with these demons. And the ones you have pushed aside, the ones who have overcome, you are going to be wanting to talk to those people. Because you're going to want to know what to do and how to do it. Because you're going to want help then from warriors, true warriors. You won't feel like you're so exalted then. Hold on. These folks are coming out the tree with a sister or John. She's not in the house yet. She's not in the house. Hold on, y'all. It was getting dark in the pot. About to wrap this up. Hold on. She's not in the house yet. Oh, hold on. Let me put this over here. guys. So warriors, the ones who have overcome, the ones who have, you know, gone through the true battle and overcome. They've made it past a battle with demons. One side note, something I was thinking about today. Um, if there weren't so many names for these demonic, evil entities, we give them so many names, and I understand because we are in this matrix, we are in this realm, and so when people come out and tell their story, people don't believe them. And because we hear it's poltergeist. First we hear no, it's ghost. And then a step of ghost, it's poltergeist, a stronger form of ghost possession in homes or wherever. A stronger form of it. Ghost, poltergeist is what we used to hear back in the day. And then it became alien, you know. Then it became reptilian. You see all these different forms of the same thing. Something that is a vulture. Something that is evil in and of itself. Right? We've given it all these names, and I'm going to get ready to close this out. We've given demons, and some people think demons are cool. Let me tell you, some people think demons are cool. Hold on for a minute. I'm so glad I couldn't go show who they really are. So some people, you know, some people think that demons are cool. You know, demons are their friends. It's like children who play with matches, or children who come across a lighter and they learn how to flick it, and there's something powerful, but it's hot. So they learn, ooh, don't touch that part, the top, but keep a flicking. Keep playing with this doggone lighter. Like children with a new toy, but not understanding that this toy has a potential to cause harm. So we have grown adults, some teenagers, that think these entities are cool, that they're their friends, that they can, you know, these demons can help them. When they're the ultimate backstabbers, right? Give you a little bit of power, yes. Get you hooked just like a drug dealer on the corner. Give you a couple of free samples, a couple of free years. shoot, might give you 20, 30 years of free samples, but they gonna come a calling for something, and you might not be able to pay the piper. Okay? So if we would have, could have grouped these entities with one label and one name, it would be, in my opinion, easier for people to understand they're one and the same. They're one and the same. Poltergeist, ghosts, demons, reptilians, aliens. I brought that thought came to my mind because I heard a young lady on TikTok talking about her father, who was a police. I don't know what rank he was exactly, but he was a former police. He worked in the police department, and he, you know how they like to say he snapped, and he said that they're trying to kill him. So many people, didn't Martin and other people, and targeted individuals. People are, and so the daughter's giving this testimony. Well, he snapped. He said people were following him. People are trying to kill him, and then he started talking about reptilians. So that coincides with what I mentioned earlier. They were all one name. So when people hear reptilians, a lot of people are waking up to the fact that there's something else here in this realm. And so they lean more because they don't want to be labeled or perceived as too far out there, too far awake. Reptilians for some may be understandable. But when she was giving this testimony about her father, a former police officer, who all of a sudden snapped, this is her word, and said that people are following me, people are chasing me, they're trying to kill me, and he mentioned reptilians. And when she said reptilians, she did like a facial movement as. When I heard this story, I was like, interesting. He's coming into an awakening. Interesting. That form, that shock of an awakening, when you see the demonic realm, and from wherever he was at in his life, he probably has heard of reptilians, especially in this day and time, because that's the hot name on the street. Nobody wants to hear that name, demon. Reptilian, we can, deal with that. But we still gonna probably look at you sideways and think you're crazy. But we can deal with reptilian. We don't want to hear about no demons. When I heard this daughter give the testimony of her father, but then kind of belittling his testimony and what he's going through, and then she said something that all of these people say. This is a man who's in the police, he's a police officer, a former police officer. She said, well, two things she said to me that was quite interesting. Before, I should have mentioned, he had a overdose of a drug called fentanyl. I believe it was at the police station. Now, I don't know if he got it from, how when they take evidence or what, I don't know the certain circumstances to how he got a hold of this fentanyl. But he had an overdose. of fentanyl at the police station. So he recovered from the fentanyl overdose, and then he got kicked out. He got fired for this overdose. But he had been telling her that, they're trying to kill me, they're coming for me, and about these reptilians. It's not necessarily that you have to have some drug associated with your awakening, but some people play around with drugs that open the door to the demonic realm. Okay? I want to tell you this. People play around with drugs that open the door to the demonic realm. And so what he perceived, or what he related to be reptilians, was Jesus. You understand? So as she finished up her testimony about her father, yes, they're trying to look for him because he's like on the run. She's like, can we believe he's having some kind of schizophrenia episode? An older man, a police officer, former police officer, is having a schizophrenic episode. This is the reason why the therapists and psychologists is a very dangerous form of medicine, okay, practice. And I definitely will have to give you the source of why I say that. Because they are, and I'm just going to touch on it real quick. They are linked to Big Pharma. They are linked to Big Pharma. They are linked to the drug of choice in America. The drug that the dealers, who are the doctors, prescribe to you. So instead of saying this is a demonic attack, this is something supernatural, they want to label it a mental health label, such as schizophrenia, and then they can ostracize you with that label. They can do many things once they get you diagnosed as having a mental illness, when they know exactly what you are referring to and what you're battling. And schizophrenia is thrown out there so much, but if you understand anything about schizophrenia, anybody who has been so-called diagnosed with schizophrenia, this happens in a younger development stage. Not in older adults do all of a sudden you have schizophrenia. And so that's another terminology they throw out there to debunk the person and their actual testimony of what they're going through, and also to use it as a tool down the line for control of that person once they have given them a specific diagnosis under the auspice of this therapy, psychological therapy, going to see a psychologist. It is definitely a double-edged sword. And on top of that, it's probably a triple-edged sword. Because from all of the turmoil that the church has done and the church has caused, and the harm that so many have gone through via the church, no one wants to hear that this is supernatural and that it delves with demons. So you'll get people who are mad, and especially black folks, formerly known as black people, who are mad about the treatment and or the non-treatment of their family members who have been afflicted with demon oppression or possession, and that it has not been handled right. So you'll hear that side of this sword. I don't want to hear about casting out. I don't want to hear about this and that because it was not taught right. It was not dealt with right. Now, I want you to understand, I don't have a problem with people seeking a therapist, somebody to talk to. My thing is, I would prefer they have the right people to talk to. Just as I was looking for somebody to give me the answers to what I was going through, my awakening that I came into, that is something so supernatural, so extraordinary, unordinary, that when it comes from a person's mouth that thought that they were cognitive of their surroundings at the age that I was at, no mental health problems in my family. So for me to speak words of demons, seeing eyes of black, total black eyes, seeing slits, seeing different demonic eyes, and I have never had a break, a psychotic break is what they would call it, as therapists. So I'm not against someone speaking to someone and to get understanding. It's just they're not speaking to the right people. They're speaking to people who have been placed in this medical environment to send you straight down the expressway through their system of drugging, diagnosing a wrong diagnosis, and journaling, keeping record for a later date of incarceration or death by police because they don't understand what's going on, and so the police will say, oh, I was afraid, so I shot this person who their parents called and said, my son is having a mental episode, a mental breakdown. He's been suffering with mental illness. Give all the specs of what's going on at the residence to 911. We don't want any trouble. We just need an ambulance to take my son or my daughter to the hospital because they're having a mental crisis, a breakdown. So the police get there. You can hear it on the radio broadcast. They know the report of the scene they're going to. But since all of this is bundled in one ball, they get to the scene and death by firing squad. Pow, pow, pow. I was scared. Their excuse is valid. Another one, gone. The therapist needs to be the right people with the right understanding of how to come through this and how to tell people how to overcome and become warriors instead of mental health patients with a tag on you now. So when the system starts to break down and they start to weed out the ones who they couldn't really get out of here, but you have this mental health crisis, this mental health issue associated with your record. So that's just a bridge to more destruction of souls. Sorry about that segue. Overcoming. I'm going to get ready to close. You battled with demons. Your battle is not over because now you know that you are a warrior. You're able to recognize these demons. You don't know all of the levels of these demons. Just like the disciples didn't know the demons that demon that they went to battle was stronger than the one they thought they could pull out, but they couldn't get them out of there because they didn't know the technique of that demon. That stronghold that needed to be broke. Fasting and praying. They didn't know the technique. They didn't have all the guide stones in order. Like you. But you're still battling, you're still like Paul, you still have a thorn in your side. But you serve the Most High Yah. You're a warrior. A lot of people don't realize, like I said, that there is going to be a major war, Armageddon. And there are going to be warriors here. And it's, I don't want you to be confused at all. When you see a female talking to you about being a warrior. Because this world and this realm has made women downtrodden. But I tell you today, Deborah was a warrior who led men into battle. So women, yes, you women are warriors too. And you will be participating in this war of Armageddon. We will be overcoming. Now, whether you pass away while you're still in the fight, and I told you that is the foolish trick of the devil who thinks that is his ultimate game plan, but it is Yah's ultimate game plan, because once you are released from the shell, once you are released from this vessel, then you operate in who you truly are, which is a spiritual being. Okay? And if you're called out of here earlier, then you have to remember there will be soldiers and warriors here. And there will be soldiers and warriors coming back. The cavalry, okay? While most of us, most likely most of you, if I am called up and serve in all honor and glory while I'm here, even with this thorn in my side, this demons and that I battle, witches and warlocks constantly coming in to take my spot. Even if I'm called up and you're here still battling and you have made it to the powder cake, the final battle, know this. The ones that are called up early, the ones that go and get their heads chopped off by the guillotine, the ones who leave this realm early, do not weep, rejoice. Do not, the ones, you know, the people who put on the best funerals are the people in New Orleans, when they're dancing and they're happy going down the street, because that being has left this jail cell of a body and they know they've gone on to a better place. Although spiritual churches, I don't really know a lot of them to really delve into the Bible, especially Revelation, because you hear so many different thoughts regarding death and the afterlife and all of this, right? So, but if you read, I don't want to forget it. I know I have it marked down in my Bible. But if you read in Revelation, it talks about the end time and the guillotine and the saints that will give their lives, just like in the Inquisition. In the Inquisition, when they were trying to convert people to, whatever faith, and people gave up the ghost spirit. Do not weep or rejoice when these enemies think that they have won, taking you out, taking your vessel, this fleshly suit. It may be hard for most, or some of the people who birthed you, some of the people you have grown up with. They may be at the party here with the other beings rejoicing with the dumb devil and his imps, thinking that they have accomplished something, not knowing the master plan, not knowing that not only will there be warriors still here, but the ones who have given up the ghost here to go back up, because you are called back up. Now, a lot of people say the dead know nothing. Yes, this fleshly body, this fleshly suit that goes back into the ground knows nothing. But your spirit, your soul, the breath of life goes back to the Father. Yeah, you see. But let me tell you, those are some super warriors, super soldiers. And so when Armageddon comes, they'll be coming back like the cavalry. Okay? If you make it or you go back up, you'll be coming back like the cavalry. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Read it. Go research it. Go research it for yourself. Don't be afraid of leaving this at all. You've done it. You've been here. Yeah, that's another story for another day. Overcoming. Know that once you have recognized the battle with the demons, become the warrior, understand and know that you have overcome that particular circumstance. And you must always remember that if you overcome as a warrior, you are now in the fight. So don't get complacent. Don't become stagnant. And don't think that just because you are not having a battle at a particular time, but when a battle comes again in your life, or someone's life that you know that you need to push them away, these battles only come as your training, because you never have an army that is stagnant. An army is always in training. Always. I'm out, and much, much love.